What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday and happy spring. The fact that it is spring, the first day of spring, and even though it's a little cold out, it's still beautiful out, not a cloud in the sky. It is sunny. I'm in a good mood. I'm ready to take on the day, the week. I'm ready. Hope you guys had a great weekend. This weekend was a little weird for me. I was out and about on Saturday and something happened that drove me to the urgent care, almost the ER. Not exactly sure what was going on. It was just a really weird situation, but I am okay. Everything turned out fine. Yeah, so I had a very interesting weekend. And so that kind of gave me, I've been kind of on this little anxious alert kind of feeling. Like, it was weird. I can't explain it. I just kind of felt I was having a great day, was out in the mall, went out to eat. Like, I was really having a happy day. I felt good. I looked cute. You know, I was enjoying my Saturday. And I got in the car and all of a sudden I just felt like I couldn't adjust my vision. I felt weird. It gave me anxiety. Like, it was nothing like this has ever happened to me before, even on my worst days with anxiety. I don't know where it came from. I ended up going to the urgent care just to make sure that nothing was wrong. I was prepared to go to the ER if I had to. But, you know, I got checked out. Everything was fine. My blood pressure was fine. My heart rate was fine. There was no signs of anything major, no strokes, no, you know, anything like that. My sugar was perfect. Everything, all of my levels were perfect. So I guess it's one of those things where it can't really be explained, but if it happened again, you know, of course I would have followed up with my doctor or maybe went to the ER to kind of get further testing. But ever since then, I've been really good. Other than, it was weird because Tyrone went out yesterday at some point. I didn't end up going to church because I slept in and I wasn't feeling well, and then he ended up, I think, going to the gym, and I felt anxiety because I'm like, oh my God, what if it happens again while he's not here and he was with me? And it was really weird. But today I feel great. I'm in positive spirits. I feel good. I just had my protein shake. I had breakfast this morning, had my coffee, got myself together. In light of spring, I have a little bit of a brighter lipstick on. Like, I'm just feeling great. So I don't want you guys to worry. I am good. But I felt like it was important for me to be transparent with you guys because I always ask you guys how your weekend was, and I'm just letting you know how my weekend was. But just a little side note with that situation, listen to your body, you guys. If something doesn't feel right, go get checked. Even if it's something minor. I know people who have had to go through surgeries for things that they kind of pushed off years, months even. And it ended up turning into something big. You know, when you get older, you have this thing where you're like, I'm too old to be going through, I know what, you know, if this ain't affecting me like this, I don't have time for that. Like, I'm not, you know what I mean? You need to make time for your health. You need to make time for your health. Part of me was like, you know what, let's just go straight home. But then I was like, if we go home and something bad happens, I'm like, let's just go to the ER just to make sure that I'm okay. So, I did, and I was fine, thankfully. But just, you know, even if it's something minor, if it's, you know, thankfully, like, I've worked with a lot of nurses. I have nurse friends, I have doctor friends. So, you know, thankfully they can kind of direct me without going over, you know, the line of being my provider. But, you know, thankfully I have enough knowledge to know, okay, if these are things that I've experienced before and I know how to get through them and I've gone through them more than once, then I'm okay. This was something different. Excuse me, guys. Let me just connect my phone to the charger because I didn't realize that my phone was dying. But anyway, Sorry if my face is all up in the camera. But anyway, oh, and there goes my tripod. But anyway, you guys, so listen to your body. Listen to your body, especially if it's something that you've never felt before, whether it's a pain, whether it's feeling disoriented, whether it's blurred vision, whether it's heart palpitations, anything that you feel that may be abnormal that you haven't experienced before, go do yourself a favor. Go get yourself checked and make sure that you're all right. But I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. So we are going to continue on with our Monday motivation, you guys. So just a few things. I have gone back to watching. I want to try to finish The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. My reaction to the 5th episode is up on my YouTube memberships. My reaction is up, so go and check that out. Let's see. There's a movie coming out this week. Is it John Wick? So that's something huge to look forward to. I'm still playing God of War. You guys, being realistic, I really don't know if I'm going to finish this game by Friday when RE4 Remake comes out. But I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best. I have put Dead Space on hold. I do want to, regardless, I want to finish God of War first because that's what I've been playing the longest. I appreciate all of you guys that are coming over and watching me play. Those of you who are tipping, those of you who are supporting, even if it's just popping in and say, hey, I can't stay too long on your stream, but I'm glad I caught it. I got to go do stuff. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate the time that you take to come over and watch me and hang out with me while I'm live streaming, even if it's late. I try so hard. Like, I'm telling you, I feel like, and maybe this is all encouragement, inspiration, whatever, but I feel inspired. I feel more inspired when the days are warmer. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but I feel like when it's cold and it's winter, we have like those winter blues and we kind of don't feel like doing much, or we have to force ourselves a little bit more than normal to do things. But I want to try to get, you know, things out of the way a little earlier, and that includes gaming. Sometimes I always leave my gaming for last because that's one of those things where I can say that I want to game for an hour, but that could turn into 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours even. So I always, you know, I get my videos out of the way unless something else drops later on in the day, but I try to get all my videos out the way during the day, and then I finish my day with gaming. But I don't like gaming late. I want to be able to have my afternoons and my evenings back to where that's the time that I take to take care of myself, to unwind, to stretch, to cook dinner without feeling like I have to do this video, that video, I have to fit, you know, like I don't want to do that. So I'm going to be going to the gym in probably about another hour or so. So when I get back from that, I'll probably jump on my game. I'm going to try to get back on gaming earlier, like around 5 or so. That way I still have the evening to myself. But anyway, I'm going to try my hardest to play as long as I can for the rest of this week. We'll see how far I get though. But other than that, I was on Pinterest this morning and I decided, I came across something that I wanted to share with you guys. And I thought it was pretty good to kind of share with you on a Monday, motivational day, giving you guys some inspiration, some encouragement. So anyway, I love being on Pinterest. I find everything on Pinterest, from wallpapers to quotes to DIYs to recipes to fashion styles, like every and any. I love Pinterest. So I love finding, you know, good self-care tips and things like that. So I came across 5 rules for a disciplined life. Again, this was on Pinterest, and I just kind of want to read what it says. And I thought, after reading it, I was like, you know what, this would be good to share with my fans. So number 1 says, avoid 0 days at all costs. So it says, strive to do at least one tiny thing that brings you closer to your goals every day. And that is something that I always tell you guys. Like, even if it's a small step, it is still progress. It is still part of the process, but do something. Don't just sit back and do nothing, because you get back what you put in. If you don't put in anything, you're going to find yourself in the same place for a long time until you get your feet moving. So definitely avoid 0 days. That's what that means. Don't spend your day doing nothing. Do something. Even if it's one thing, even if it's writing it down, even if it's typing out an idea, even if it's drawing out a blueprint, even if it's, you know, starting a book that you've had laying around for months. You know, that's one of my things. I have so many books, and there's a lot more that I have on my wish list on Amazon that I want to order. But I'm really big on inspirational books, you know, carrying on with big faith and joy, and just living a full life of happiness and positivity, and motivation. And that's what I'm into now. I used to be into a lot of fictional books. I have to probably sell those, because I probably read all those books at least twice. Because when I had those books, I didn't have cable back then. So those books were like my movies. Like, I would literally be able to visualize as I'm reading as if these books were movies, which is pretty cool to me, but I'm not into them anymore. So, number 2, become best friends with your future self. Keep your future self in mind when making decisions today. They'll have a direct effect on you. They'll have a direct effect on you. So so have your back. That's what it says. So basically, be very mindful of how you treat yourself. You know, what you do with your time, how you spend your time, what you do to get closer to your goals. All of those things play a big factor in what your future would look like. And you're basically molding your future as you're going along. And sometimes we don't think about that. We know what we want the future to look like, but we don't know what that journey is going to look like until we get there. But we have to make that journey. We have to figure it out. We have to do things in order to get to where we need to go. So it's one of those things where if you're going to do the same thing and try to get different results, that's impossible. So you have to do something different. So you have to work on yourself and be best friends with your future self. What do you want your future self to look like? Be one with that image and do what you have to do to get there. Number 3, read every day. We're just talking about books. Reading can pave the way to so much more knowledge, empathy, and a better mindset. Do it. I can't stress enough how important it is for you to read, to educate yourself. I'm one of those old school people. I don't download books. I just don't. Tyrone's one of those people. He has tons and tons and tons of books, but he likes to download books so he can listen to them while he's doing stuff, maybe working out, cleaning, doing stuff around the house, walking. He likes to do that. I can do that, but I'm the type of person, I like holding a book. I'm like that with pictures. If I can literally download and print out every single picture I have saved on drives and stuff, I would have tons of boxes filled with actual physical pictures, because I feel like going through memory lane and just looking through pictures and going through memories and stuff, there's something wholesome about that, opposed to you just swiping left. You know what I mean? I feel like we've been so driven into this whole technology mindset that we forget the wholesomeness of being able to sit down with a good book and flip those pages, or take pictures and develop them and actually go through them one by one and go down memory lane. I just feel that there's substance in that more so than the whole technology thing. I'm grateful for technology. There's a whole lot more that we can do with technology, but when it comes to those simple little things, I like to curl up on the couch and read my books. I like to jot things down. I like to underline. I like to highlight. I'm that girl. So for me, I'm going to start getting back into the habit of reading at least 10 pages a day. That's something that I read somewhere, but it really is, because if you're not a big reader, after a certain amount of pages, your mind and your attention span starts to kind of dwindle off, and you're no longer paying attention to what you're reading. So when it comes to like reading books or starting a book that you've been meaning to read, 5 to 10 pages a day is more than enough. Until you get yourself into the habit of, you know, getting into what you're reading and getting into the discipline of finishing what you start. Number 4, move your body daily. This is important. I talk about this too. Exercise brings An endless list of benefits that will literally impact every single area of your life. Find something that you love to do, and it won't feel like yet another thing on your to-do list. So if you're not a big exercise person, still start somewhere. Start walking for 15-20 minutes. Join a gym. Go to the gym and walk there. Get into the habit of doing stuff. When you're at the gym, you have the opportunity to see different people do different exercises. Maybe make friends with someone at the gym and say, hey, how does that benefit you? What are you doing? Can you tell me what that is? Or go online and do some research, but get your body moving. I can't stress this enough. If the only thing that you're doing is walking, that's still good enough for you to start. But start somewhere. Don't just sit home and think that you're going to get the body that you want by imagining it. That's not going to happen. Get your body moving. It is not only good to exercise, but getting your body moving helps, keep your bones intact, keeps your muscles flexible, keeps you flexible, keeps your mind flexible. One of the biggest things that I used to do, especially when I used to go through anxiety really bad, is I used to go to the gym and just walk. And just walking alone would help decrease the anxiety that I felt and the nervousness and the tremors and all these things that I was feeling. And by the time I was done, I couldn't even think about anxiety because I tired myself out. It's almost like I purged all that negative energy out of me by just walking. So you can only imagine what walking can do. It is a huge, huge benefit. And now that it's getting a little warmer, it's springtime. When the weather seems to be warm enough for you to tolerate it, if you got to go outside and get yourself a warm jacket, walk around your complex, your neighborhood, your parking lot, wherever you are, get moving. Get moving. 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day. And the more you do it, the more you can increase and spend some time outside. I can't tell you how important it is and how good it feels to be outside. I prefer to walk outside than walk inside of a gym because I just love walking in nature. It's just something about being outside that just gives me so much positive energy. And then when it's really warm out, I love to just ground myself, literally putting my feet on the concrete and just grounding. And let's see. So the last one, number 5, change the way you think about yourself. Be aware of the impact your thoughts have. Change the way you think about your, where is this? Sorry, y'all. I'm actually, what does this say? I'm reading it from my phone. It says, be aware of the impact your thoughts have. Change the way you think about yourself and watch yourself change for the better. That right there couldn't have been more perfectly said. You are what you think about most of the time. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard that. If you guys haven't listened to a set of CDs called My Wish is My Command, you need to get on it. The book The Secret also talks about this. You are what you think about, whether it's good or whether it's bad. You attract either one. So that's why I tell you guys that it is so important for you to understand where your energy lies, where your mindset is, how positive you are, how negative you are. I'm a big believer in your energy being contagious. I feel like if you're not in tune with your energy, someone's bad energy can affect you. But the same could be said when you're in a really happy mood, that can jump on someone else who's having a bad day. And maybe you can make someone else's day be a little bit more positive. But that goes without saying, like and I am so behind that. Like, you are what you think about. So if you get up in the morning, and I've said this to you plenty of times, you get up in the morning and you already have a negative attitude about what the day is going to look like, that's what you're going to attract. If you get up in the morning, you say, today's going to be a good day. I feel good. Let me put on something bright. Let me put on a nice shirt that I feel good in. Let me get my makeup done. Let me put on a little bit of a brighter lipstick. Let me, slick my hair back. Let me wear a little cologne to the workplace. Let me feel good. Let me, you get up in the morning and you feel good about yourself. And like you start to feel like the day is going to be positive. That's what you're going to attract. Positive day, positive attitudes. And when you're in that state of mind, even if things don't go the way that you plan, or even though life may throw you a few lemons, you have a better mindset to handle it opposed to handling it if you are already in a negative mindset. So, you know, that alone, I think, is one of the biggest things that we should carry with ourselves every day, daily. And that's part of mental health. I am a big mental health person. Like, you need to make sure that you are mentally healthy and mentally in a great space for you to deal with life, deal with work, people, family, friends, a significant other, whatever the case may be. You always need to make sure that you are taking care of your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health. Because, you know, a lot of the things that we do, we need to have the right state of mind to do it. And so, you know, just making sure that you think about all the positive things that you can, affirmations, meditating. Meditating is not an easy thing. A lot of people don't have that attention span, so it's something that you have to do over time. I started with just meditating for 2 minutes. Now I can meditate 10, 15, 20 minutes if I have to, if my mind is in that right place. So, yeah, but there you guys have it. 5 rules for a disciplined life. And that's just it. And this is a perfect example of when I tell you guys that discipline is more important than motivation. When you have these things in place and you have this type of discipline, no matter what comes your way, good, bad, or indifferent, you still have that discipline to still remain positive, to still understand that, you know what, even though this happened, I still have to live my life. I still have to lead with a positive attitude. I still have to put my best foot forward. I still have to show up for myself every single day. And I just want to encourage you guys to do the same. All right. With all of that being said, you guys, I know this was a lengthy motivational video, but I hope that this helped at least 1 or 2 of you out there. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a great day on purpose. If you have any plans for the spring, let me know. If you're in a good mood, let me know. If you're in a bad mood, I hope that this video helped you put your mood at ease. But yeah, I'm always here, you guys. But anyway, hope to see you guys later with some gameplay. But yeah, go out there, be your best self, all right? And go put a smile on somebody's face. It costs nothing. I will see you guys later. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Hit like, share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!